Hi guys, Ancient Warrior again. Welcome back to Prepping USA. Those of you who have commented on my videos, I do thank you. It helps me to know if I'm hitting it or if I'm missing it. Let's talk about people acting badly. Last week, a bunch of kids from Covington Catholic School in Covington, Kentucky, was surrounded. Actually, they call themselves, a group calls themselves the Black Hebrew Israelites. Well, I have a gut feeling, I don't know for a fact, but I have a gut feeling they're just another spinoff of Black Lives Matter, trying to create issues for the Jews. But they started saying some really cruddy things to these kids, grown men. I'll guarantee you, if one of my kids would have been there and I'd have been there, hearing that crap, somebody got hurt. Then the kids retreated back to get away. They started doing school cheers and stuff. And the lamestream media then says they're taunting the Black Israelite Hebrews. Well, after 9 minutes and 17 seconds of watching the video, which apparently CNN, MSNBC, or any of the other three main news companies didn't do, you could see that they were being taunted. The boys were being taunted. Then a self-described activist, Indian activist, walked up with his drum, pounding it, making a total ass of himself. Claiming to be a Vietnam vet. Then it was Vietnam era vet. He was just barely able to stay in the Marine Corps for 4 years because he'd been AWOL 3 times. Then it was found out that he was a paid agitator. We're going to get to the point of the video here in just a minute. Now, the boys were got in trouble because one of them stood there looking at Mr. Phillips pounding on his drum and smiling. Oh, wait a minute. News media said smirking. Looked like a smile to me, but hell, I ain't real educated. I don't understand this stuff. So, with that being said, everybody here is now convinced that they're racist, that they're monsters, because they all were wearing a red MAGA hat. Make America Great Again. Members of the Hollywood underbelly I'm not even call. I refuse to refer to them as elites because they're not. Started this deal that they needed to be punched. One writer for Saturday Night Live offered a blowjob to anybody that would film themselves punching one of the kids. Shows you what kind of country we're devolving to. Had a Disney director suggest that they needed to be murdered. Kids needed to be killed and put through wood choppers. Now, this is the tolerant left, mind you. They doxed some of the kids and their families. One family said that complaints was called into to the company he worked for, claiming things that he wasn't even around to do. Well, folks, the book 1984 is in full swing in this country right now. There are two books I'm going to talk about here in a minute. 1984. Young Mr. Sandman, I believe is his name, did a face crime. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, smiling at a Indian elder beating his drum is a face crime today. With that being said, now, and I'm going to tell you, 1984, Atlas Shrugs, it's all in play here, folks. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please pick the books up and read them. Educate yourself. Pretty soon you're going to be driving down the street with a look on your face, get pulled over and given a ticket for it, if these liberals get their way. So, with that being said, folks, please don't commit face crimes. Don't frown. Don't smile. Just look like most liberals. Out to lunch. So with that being said, guys, have a blessed day. Have a good day. And remember, if you're prepping, you live in free America. If you're not, you better start. Things are fixing to go south quick. That being said, have a blessed day.